Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The today's topic is the shoulder joint. Shoulder joint is also known as the glenohumeral joint. The objectives which you should know at the end of the lecture: which bones forms the shoulder joint. The joint which made up of more than 2 bones is called the complex joint. And also the general features: its articulation, its capsule, ligaments, relation, which factors maintain the stability of the shoulder joint, and movements, and which muscles produces these movements. Sternoclavicular and acromioclavicular joints जो है वो कुछ टीचर ने बतानी है, वो मेरे इसमें नहीं है, ठीक है। इसमें सिर्फ क्या है, शोल्डर जॉइंट। नाउ यू कैन सी दिस इज द शोल्डर जॉइंट and how many bones take parts in the formation of the shoulder joint. First number, the head of the humerus, and this is the scapula. This is the scapula, and this is the, here should be the glenoid cavity of the scapula. So this joint consists of 4 articulations. Number 1, glenohumeral, gleno for the glenoid cavity of the scapula, and humero for the head of the humerus. And the acromioclavicular joint, जो कि इसमें नहीं है लेकिन बता रही हूँ, acromion process of scapula. This is the acromion process of scapula, and this is the clavicle. Sternoclavicular joint, sternum. This is the sternum, this is the clavicle. This is called the sternoclavicular joint. Scapulothoracic. This is scapula, and this is the thoracic wall. ठीक है। Now we are discussing only the glenohumeral or the shoulder joint. Okay. Now you can see the shoulder joint. I have told you that it is also known as the glenohumeral joint. In this diagram you can see the glenoid cavity of the scapula. This is the glenoid cavity, in which this gives the space for the head of the humerus for the articulation and to form the glenohumeral or the shoulder joint. These are the margins. At the margin of the glenoid cavity there is the attachment of the glenoidal labrum. Glenoidal labrum is not an hyaline cartilage, it is a fibrous cartilage, and it is attached only at the margin, not at the inner surface. Inner surface अंदर की तरफ जो कवर करता है, it should be the hyaline cartilage, which provides the slippery surface for the articulating bones. And outside this glenoidal labrum, this is the joint capsule. This is the joint capsule. Now what should you remember? The glenoidal labrum is made up of the fibrous cartilage. It is not a hyaline or not a elastic cartilage, and it is attached only at the margin to deepen the cavity of this glenoid cavity, because the head of the humerus is more larger than this cavity. ये फिट ही नहीं हो सकता अगर ये ना हो तो, ठीक है। अब यहाँ पे देखो ना, this is the head of the humerus. It is more larger than this glenoidal cavity. So this glenoidal labrum provides the stability and to provides an grip to hold this head of the humerus. The head of the humerus is lined with the hyaline cartilage, and also the glenoid cavity is from its side is lined by the hyaline cartilage to prevent the friction of the 2 bones. And this glenoidal labrum only provides the increases the stability and the gripping of the joint, because the head of the humerus is more larger than the glenoid cavity. This shoulder joint is which type? Ball and socket type. Ball and socket type of the joint. So now first question asked you in examination by teachers is the name the articulating bones take part in the formation of the shoulder joint. So you should answer the head of the humerus, which articulate with the glenoid cavity. ठीक है, तो ये मैंने सारा ये बता दिया है. Glenoidal labrum depends the cavity. Now the capsule. Now the attachment of the capsule of the shoulder joint or the capsular ligament. You can see this is the green line. This is indicating the presence of capsule. Superiorly, this capsule is complete. Fibrous. The capsule is made up of the connective tissue, fibrous connective tissue. Now this indicates that superiorly it is attached in a continuity and straightened form. मीन खिंचा हुआ है, ऐसे नहीं कि लूज नहीं है. ठीक है. And the capsule, as I told you in this diagram, the capsule is attached at the margin of the joint. तो पूरा मौजूद है. या सुपीरियरली है, या मीडियल होगा, या लेटरल होगा, ये इंफीरियरली होगा. ठीक है. तो इसकी अटैचमेंट हम देखें. The most important point is that this capsule is lax, mean loose, ढीला है, inferiorly. So the shoulder joint mostly dislocate inferiorly. ये याद रख लो. Because the capsule is tightened superiorly, medially and laterally, but it is weakened or lax inferiorly. So the shoulder joint dislocate mostly at the inferiorly. तो अगर ये head इधर inferiorly dislocate हुआ, तो this is the neck of the humerus, which is related with the two nerves, one nerve and artery, posterior circumflex humeral artery and the axillary nerve. तो अगर कोई पूछता है, अगर BCQ देता है, if the shoulder joint dislocate inferiorly, which nerve injured? Axillary nerve. And if they ask you which artery injured, you should answer the posterior circumflex humeral artery. When the shoulder joint dislocate inferiorly, because of the lax of the joint capsule. ठीक है. ये सारा इसमें यही लिखा हुआ है. Okay, now this is the another diagram. The joint inside is lined, every synovial joint, because the shoulder joint is a synovial joint and it is ball and socket type of the synovial joint. Each joint cavity is lined inside by the synovial membrane. When the synovial membrane slip out of the joint cavity is called the bursa. This is coracoid process. So when the synovial membrane slip and lie between the subscapular bursa is also known as the subscapular bursa. Scapula, this is the part of the scapula. उसके नीचे है तो subscapular bursa. Okay, this is called the synovial membrane portion which slip between the two parts of the humerus. This is the greater tubercle and this is the lesser tubercle. So between the lesser and greater tubercle there is a sulcus, intertubercular groove or sulcus, which is containing of this long head of the biceps brachii. And this long head of the biceps brachii is covered by synovial bursa, ताकि ये injured ना हो. ठीक है. And this is a ligament which bridges this intertubercular sulcus into a groove. ये lesser tubercle है, this is the greater tubercle. तो these are the synovial sheath or synovial membrane modifications are called the bursas. अब यहाँ पे पढ़ोगे तो synovial cavity of the joint presents the following features. It forms the tubular sheath around the tendon of the biceps. ये जो मैंने दिखाया It communicates the subscapular and infraspinatus bursa. This is the subscapular and this is the infraspinatus bursa around the joint. And there are 3 apertures in the joint cavity. ये apertures थोड़े important हैं, इनको याद होना चाहिए. Apertures mean communication. An opening between the tubercles of humerus, ये वाला aperture. An opening situated anterior-inferiorly to the coracoid process, ये वाला, ये भी opening होगी. इसमें bursa इसी वजह से slip हो गया. An opening situated posteriorly to allow the communication between the synovial cavity and the infraspinatus bursa. वो posteriorly है, ये इस तरीके से जाएगा यहाँ पीछे से. ठीक है, तो ये जहाँ जहाँ बरसे आ रहे हैं, these are the, ये BCQ में पूछते हैं, कभी कभी आसवी में भी पूछते हैं कि which 3 apertures are present in the joint capsule of the shoulder joint. Now the ligaments. First ligament is the glenoid. First of all, you should know the name of the ligaments, then attachment, and then importance.